Hi friends, we are going to be working on main idea now. There are several different pieces of notes that you are going to glue into your notebook, but we're not going to be actually taking notes. These will be for reference while you're doing your work throughout the week. So the first one is this paper. So while I'm talking, cut it out and glue it in and just listen. So we start with a topic. A topic is a subject of a passage. It's usually 1 or 2 words. So if I'm doing a passage about how uniforms are not good for kids, my topic is uniforms. Okay, if I'm saying how junk food should not be given in schools, my topic is junk food. Okay, if I'm talking about how football is a better sport than soccer, my topic is sports or football and soccer. Okay, so your topic is how you create your main idea. So you have to find what is the topic and then find a topic sentence. A topic sentence we do in writing all the time. It's basically a sentence in the passage or a paragraph that tells you what it's mostly about. In informational text, that will most times tell us the main idea. Sometimes they do not contain a topic sentence, and that's when we have to really think. But that's the first place I always look. Now, what is a main idea? A main idea is what the entire story is about. If you were to tell me what this story was about, like you were telling me what a movie was about, and you didn't want to tell me all of the details, you would just tell me in 1 or 2 sentences. So the main idea is overall, what is it about? And any supporting details will be giving more information on what the main idea is. So for example, if I say that my main idea is homework should not be given, that's my main idea. Everything that I write about is about the main idea. So the supporting details are why. Why should homework not be given? Those are the supporting details. Evidence, examples, details, definitions, those are all supporting details. So these are our definitions, and you can refer to those. The next one I would like you to glue in are questions that you ask yourself while you are finding the main idea. So how do I find out what it's mostly about, especially if it doesn't have a topic sentence? Well, I can say, can you name a person, a place, an idea, an event, or something that an article focuses on? Just like I mentioned the topic. Are there any words or ideas that are really stressed or repeated? If an author repeats something, it is always important. So that might help you find the main idea. Did you learn something while reading the passage? For example, was the entire thing about the solar system? Then it must be about the solar system. Well, what about the solar system? And again, how would I tell a friend about the passage in 1 sentence? So those are questions that you could ask yourself as you are reading for main idea. The next one is just an organizer that you can use to show main idea in details. Now, I always think of main idea as a house, okay? Our main idea house. So the main idea is our roof. It cannot be supported without having our supporting details. A roof cannot be supported without walls. So our details are our walls. Without our details, our main idea falls down. Without the walls, the roof falls down. And our topic is our foundation. Our topic is what the entire passage is based upon, just like a house is based upon a foundation. So we're going to be referring to this throughout the next week. So glue that in. So we have 3 pages that we can use to refer. Now the next one is a checklist to help you when you're determining main idea. I gave this to you for a couple of other skills. This is just something that you can use to help keep you on track. When I'm finding the main idea, have I identified the main idea or main ideas of the text? Because it is possible that there is more than one main idea. Have you used vocabulary from the text to record the main idea? And have you found details that support the main idea? Now, when we do vocabulary, those are those repeated words that are very important that will help us understand the main idea. So glue that in. Now, I would like you to pause the video after finding main idea practice 1 and gluing it in. Okay, I want you to pause the video to make sure you have everything glued in. Okay, I'm going to go over it one more time. This page, these pages, this and these pages. So pause, catch up, make sure you have a highlighter and something to write with. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to be reading this passage, and then we're going to find the main idea of the text. And I'm going to underline supporting details that help support the main idea. I'm actually going to use 3 different colors. So I have purple, red, and green, and then I have my highlighter. So I have 3 different colors. You can use crayons, markers, whatever you would like, as long as they are not too thick. Okay? So before we actually read, I would like you to pause the video and read this to understand the text. Remember, when we are reading, we need to read one time before we start doing any marking to make sure we understand the text. Now, if we're not understanding the text, we cannot find the main idea. We cannot find the theme. We cannot find and dig deeper into the text if we don't understand what the words are saying. So pause, read it, mark any words you don't know, and then come back. Okay, we're going to pretend like this is our second time that we are reading this. Okay, so I would like you to take your highlighter and I would like you to follow along. Read the text and answer the question that follows. So we're basically finding the main idea of the text. So I'm going to underline words that repeat, and then I'm going to go back and actually, yes, I'm going to underline words that repeat. So when it comes to geography and land area, things aren't always what they seem. A lot of well-known places are actually formed from numerous islands and bodies of water. And the people who live there have learned to incorporate waterways into their plans. Venice, Italy, for example, has always been famous for its canals and the Grand Lagoon. But the city itself is comprised of more than 100 different islands. As far as countries go, Denmark has an estimated 500 islands, and Greece has more than 1,400. The record for island topography goes to Finland. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Island is repeated a lot in water. So this is about islands and water, because that was repeated a lot. Okay, Greece has more than 1,400. The record for island topography goes to Finland. Okay. This Scandinavian country is in Northern Europe is built upon 179,584 individual islands that rise up from more than 160,000 lakes, that's water, and almost 650 rivers. With so much water and coastline, it should come as no surprise that fishing is one of the country's most important industries, and that different types of water sports are popular pastimes among the people who live there. I did not know about Finland having so many islands. So our topic is islands and waterway throughout the world, because that is repeated throughout. So my topic I'm going to put here is water and islands. Okay, that's what, if I was to tell you in 1 or 2 words, that's what it would be about. Yes, it's about more than that, but that's the main topic. So my main idea of the text is what about water and islands? So I'm going to go backwards and find some details in the text. Okay, it might be examples of different water and islands. Then I can put it together and find the main idea. What do they all have in common? So I'm going to read it a 3rd time. Okay, so Venice, Italy, for example, has always been famous for its canals and the Grand Lagoon. But the city itself is comprised of more than 100 different islands. So that's one example of a country that has water, but it's also made up of a bunch of islands. So let me take another color. All right, the next country. Denmark has an estimated 500 islands. That's one detail. Greece has more than 1,400. I'm actually going to get another color. The record for island topography goes to Finland. Finland has 179,584 individual islands that rise up from all of those lakes and rivers. So this is 4 different details. I wanted to because there was 4 countries, so there's 4 different details. You only had to do 3, like I said before. 3. All of these have in common of countries that are made up of a lot of different islands and water. So I'm going to go back up and look for the topic sentence, which might help me find the main idea. When it comes to geography and land area, things aren't always what they seem. A lot of well-known places are actually formed by numerous islands and bodies of water. That is a good topic sentence. So I'm actually going to highlight that. Now I'm going to go back to my details and say, is that what they're all saying? Are they actually formed by numerous islands and bodies of water? Venice is made from canals, a lagoon, more than 100 islands. Denmark has 500 islands. Greece has more than 1,400. And then Finland has that many islands. So I would say, yes, that's the main idea. So that's what we're going to write. The main idea is that a lot of, and I'm going to paraphrase, countries are formed from many islands and bodies of water. Now, if I was answering this short response and it asked me for the details, I would write either quote or I would write paraphrasing these details. Okay? So now you're going to take some practice that I have posted to find main ideas of paragraphs.